Hey YouTube, Dale Cooper here on this sad day that Silverfish VT is walking away from YouTube. Just wanted to say, in case he watches this, I've appreciated his videos. I think I've watched every single one, and I've been watching them since, if not the very beginning, close to the very beginning of his channel. And you know, they've always been insightful and entertaining, and made me think, you know, sometimes just about life issues, not necessarily just about precious metals, but I hope he sticks around in one way or another. But obviously, you know, relationships, friends and family and things like that come first. It's not even close, so, you know. Anyway, appreciate everything you've done for this community. Yeah, last week eBay did another one of their 5 times eBay bucks deals, and just wanted to show what I got. I got this thing started because I'm holding my phone with one hand, and opening these things is impossible one-handed, so I'll probably have to put the phone down again anyway, because I'm already struggling with this. But I picked up another piece of pre-33 gold. And I got this from a third-party seller. Because it was not an amazing deal, but a pretty decent deal. Like I've said before, and I'll probably say again, I don't really take into account the eBay bucks when I certainly, you know, go shopping when I see that it's being offered, but I don't mentally subtract the eBay bucks from the price in my head, I guess is what I'm saying. This was $550 or best offer, so I made an offer of $530, which is the price that AppMex was charging for. I think that was their cash. Yeah, that was their cash price. And what they would give you is a random year coin, and they wouldn't tell you if it was PCGS or NGC. So for the same price as their cash price, I got 1928 $2.50 Indian head quarter eagle. I really love the incuse design of these things. This is my first one, actually. And the 250 coins have a bit of a steep premium compared to the $5 ones, but I was trying to minimize my cost, so I went with the smaller coin this time around. This is actually like the, I forget, maybe the 7th most common year. So, you know, when it comes to these and graded coins, I did the first pre-33 gold piece I bought was one of those random year things, and of course I got the most common year, so I try to avoid that. And I don't really like buying from you know, sellers that aren't the big ones that I've dealt with a lot, but for graded coins, I feel like it's, at least you have some idea of what you're going to be getting. So pretty pleased with this. It was $53 and eBay bucks, which I'll be able to spend here pretty soon, and I'll make another video of what I bought with those. And then I was going to make a few other videos, but I'm just going to chuck everything together here and try to speak quickly so this doesn't drag on. One thing that's interesting to me, I started this spreadsheet of all my purchases and sales, and so by seeing that, I can see the premiums I've been paying over the few years I've been buying this stuff. And what's interesting to me is right now, premiums for gold, gold, I haven't been buying a lot of silver lately, but for gold at least, they're similar to what they were when gold was about $100 higher, you know, a year or two ago. I'm talking about like 10th ounce gold pieces, some of the European gold coins that AppMex sells for low premiums. So that's interesting. I guess, I mean, that's that's not shocking, right? That if the spot price keeps dropping, dealers aren't going to lose their shirts on it. They're just going to hold steady and hope that people keep buying. But it's interesting to track that anyway, I guess is what I'm saying. And another thing that's interesting with prices right now is the platinum price is so far below gold. I've got 2 quarter-ounce platinum eagles that I've bought in the past when platinum's dropped below gold. And I've never seen this before, in my limited experience, where platinum is pretty substantially below gold in spot price right now, but platinum coins are considerably higher. I know some people have found some things at local coin shops, but I think that, I don't know if anyone has ideas. I guess there's just a demand for platinum right now. I don't understand why anyone would pay more when the spot price is lower, but apparently people are, because otherwise I assume they'd be dropping their prices. Because platinum hasn't been, it's not like it just fell off a cliff last week. It's been pretty subdued for a while, so I keep watching those to try to get some deals on platinum. But there have been some 1-ounce bars on sale on eBay, like the Valcambi bars that are a little bit lower than gold. But the fractionals, I guess, at least, have all been way higher from what I've seen. Another thing I was going to talk about was the last gold piece I bought. I had a nightmare getting it from the post office. I'm actually a big supporter of the USPS. I think Congress has screwed them over in a lot of ways, and they've had to deal with budget cuts and, doing more with less. But I've had some really frustrating issues with my mail delivery where this coin was supposed to be delivered on a Saturday. It had signature confirmation. So it was supposed to be delivered on a Saturday, so I happened to be home, so that was exciting. And then it never showed up, and so I checked online, and it said that it was undeliverable as addressed, which I've encountered before. And what that actually means, it could mean that the person addressed it wrong, but that's never happened to me. What I think it usually means is they sorted it wrong and put it on the wrong truck. So every time this has happened to me, it gets delivered the next day. So that's not a huge deal, except Monday I'm at work, so I can't get it, so I get the slip. I sign it, my wife goes the next day to the post office to pick it up, and they say they can't find it. Now, my post office my local one is not a big branch. They have this little cabinet with maybe 5 shelves with packages that need to be picked up. And every time I go to pick something up, they'll look at like 2 or 3 and then just kind of throw their hands up like it's not there. And I'm always like screaming in my head, if not out loud, like, please just go through all of them and make sure you don't have it before you give up. Like, it's not that difficult. So they did this to her, and I went back. She was there for like a half hour while they made calls and tried to figure out where it was. And I was texting her at the time I was at work, but I was like, I'm sure it's right there on the shelf, and they just won't look. So the next day, I didn't want to, create any more hassle for her, so I went on my lunch the next day. And I spent a half an hour there while she made phone calls and looked at things online or whatever. And finally, she was in the back for like 20 minutes. She came out, and I was going to tell her, like, please just look through the things. And she decided to do it on her own. And lo and behold, it was there the whole time. So, anyway, I just wanted to let anybody know who's had similar issues with their home delivery that the USPS has this thing called Go Post, which is just a trial program. I'm in the DC area, so I don't know if it's available in all areas, but it's available here. And it kind of functions like a free P.O. box. So certain branches have these banks of boxes with a computer attached, and you create an account, and then you could pick whichever location you want. So like the place I work has a post office right across the street, so I have things shipped there. You just put the address of that Go Post location as your ship to address, and then your account number, and they'll put it in one of these boxes. You'll get an email or a text telling you have something there. You go, you scan your card, log in, the thing pops open and you get your package. And this works for signature confirmation too. You can just sign the screen. So I've done it a couple times so far, and it's worked pretty well. So anyone, like I said, anyone who's having issues with home delivery, check into that and see if it's available in your area, because like I said, it's free, and it's worked out pretty well for me so far. And the last thing I wanted to talk about was I was going to make a video like thinking outside the box. So I've been buying, kind of literally and figuratively, I've kind of given up on buying like high premium silver that I want to flip. That's not initially why I got into this, and my track record has been pretty abysmal so far. So I'm trying to just stick to either things I love personally and want to keep, or just low premium coins, bars, whatever. Not necessarily the cheapest in the world, but Eagles, not like $60 an ounce or higher fancy items. So one of the last things I bought before I came to this conclusion was the 50th anniversary silver set of the Kennedy half dollars, the like 4-coin set from the mint. I bought 2 of them, and they're still available on the mint site, so I kind of was resigned to the fact that I was going to lose money on these, just because there's so many of them out there. And then I looked on eBay and I noticed that the individual coins are doing okay on their own. So I actually just took my first set and sold it on eBay individually, and even after eBay fees, after PayPal fees, after shipping and everything, I made about $15 or $16, which is, over 10%, which is not great by any means, but I, thought I was going to lose my shirt on these things, so I was pretty pleased with that. And I was actually planning on, as soon as I listed it, I was like, oh, I should have waited till April when people had their eBay bucks to spend to sell these. But by then people had bid, and I hate canceling things after people are bidding. So anyway, I'll probably sell the second set in April and see what happens. Like maybe it was just a fluke and I got lucky, but that is an option if you're stuck with those or any other set, honestly. Like that's just something to think about, that sometimes breaking them up you can do better. Like I said, somebody could still go buy that set for $103 or however much the mint's selling it for, but individually you can get substantially more. So anyway, this is going pretty long, and that's it for me, so take it easy and keep stacking.